All right, well, continuing down our nostalgic path this week.
The jump button can be fatally unresponsive at times. The jump button...
Hoenn region is still imbalanced type-wise, heavily favoring water Pokemon.
Arkham Asylum makes you feel like you're Batman.
Sonic was never good.
By the time Mario U really starts to do interesting things, it's over. It has a little something for everyone.
It still meets the high bar Call of Duty fans expect.
It has a little something for everyone. It has a little
Fixed power-up placement and shortcuts give experienced players who know the map an advantage.
Plenty to love here, even if you didn't grow up with a Genesis.
They all want to have sex with Big the Cat.
Picture this incredibly relatable scenario. You want to play a game that just came out and you have no idea if it's good or bad. So you look up a review, but I want it to be spoiler-free and probably pretty short. I just want to know if the game is good or not. If you've ever done this before, then chances are you probably stumbled on an IGN video. And they fit your criteria beautifully. It's short, spoiler-free, and yes, I'm just going to skip all the way to the end of the video for the score. But if you've known IGN for a while, or really any massive corporation game reviewer, then you also know that they're pretty, well, how do I say this nicely, dumb. IGN has so many fucking reviews that have laughably bad gameplay, stupid cons, memeable quotes, and scores that don't match what the reviewer said. Remember that classic Sonic Unleashed review from IGN? The one where you get to watch a guy who has the hand-eye coordination of a slug and the decision-making skills of an autistic toddler. That guy hated Sonic Unleashed with a passion. But it's kind of hard to take it with a straight face when he says that the jump button is unresponsive and then proceeds to jump over the nearest boost panel. He also fails a quick time event and immediately jumps over another fucking boost panel, bashes his head against the controller to boost, and apparently didn't even finish the game. It's one of IGN's earliest outrageous mistakes, and a treasured piece of shit for me. And I wanted to focus on this video in particular because it just shows how much IGN has devolved into a complete joke. Laughably awful gameplay, ridiculous reasons for why the game is bad or good.
The jump button can be fatally unresponsive at times.
And hating Sonic. But we continue this shitstorm with memeable quotes. I'm sure some of you have heard some of their classic quotes before.
The villainous Team Aqua uses a lot of water types.
Arkham Asylum makes you feel like you're Batman.
It has a little something for everyone.
But there are so many more dog shit videos that IGN has made. Take this Doom video, for example. So when you learn that they have a Doom review, oh!
For some, this is exactly what Doom should be, because it resembles the 1993 game of the same name. But with all due respect, those are desperately low expectations. But it doesn't really distinguish itself by recreating 25-year-old gameplay. Fixed power-up placement and shortcuts give experienced players who know the map an advantage.
It is the jackpot of IGN stupidity, and it's also bolstered by the absurdly short duration of the video. Like, if you're only going to dedicate, like, what is this, 4 minutes and 33 seconds to a Doom review, then maybe don't criticize the game for players having more experience than you. They also have a video with a whopping 91,000 dislikes, and that video is The Last of Us Part 2. What did they give The Last of Us 2 with all the dog shit and controversy surrounding the game? What could they do to upset the fan base? Well, they gave it a 10 out of 10. I watched the entire video, and I feel like no matter how you feel about The Last of Us 2, this is just a garbage review. For one, some points just don't work at all. The guy talks about deep and satisfying evolutions for the gameplay.
But also deep and satisfying evolutions to the original's third-person action stealth gameplay.
Bitch, they added the ability to jump. The first game only let you jump at like ledges and certain heights, but this game allows you to jump at any time, which is a welcome change, but it is basic as fuck. It's not deep, satisfying gameplay, evolution gameplay. It doesn't make any sense. These reviews also irritate me a lot because they have this very bad habit of saying something that sounds cool, and then you think about it for a second, and you're like, wait, that's lame. For example, one of the points I use in the video is that The Last of Us 2 explores the strength and fragility of the human spirit.
Exploration of the strength and fragility of the human spirit.
What the fuck does that mean? I played the game and I don't know what it means. The annoying part is that you could apply it to literally fucking anything. You could say that Mario Party for the Switch explores the strength and fragility of the human spirit, because on one hand you have good moments, on the other hand you lose a friend in the process. And this is my problem with these spoiler-free reviews, is that sometimes they work against the reviewer. Like, especially Last of Us 2. Last of Us 2 is a game that you really need to talk about spoilers to explore exactly what makes the game great or horrible. It doesn't work when you're trying to like bob and weave in between all these spoilers for The Last of Us 2. It just doesn't work. Otherwise, yeah, I don't think it's super far-fetched for a lot of people to look at IGN's review and think, damn, they're biased as hell, because they don't give a whole lot of points to explain why The Last of Us is so good. They say a lot of things that people already knew by just looking at trailers, like the graphics are good, the sound effect is good. Like, we know that shit. Why do you like the game? And then on the other hand, we got these fucking Call of Duty reviews, which are the safest reviews ever. So you have these classic lines in their COD reviews like, it's fun when you do less dying and more killing.
It's as satisfying a cycle as it's always been, especially when you do less dying and more killing.
And then they'll continue to give pretty much every COD game a 7 or higher, and I think it's because companies like Activision and Blizzard are a gold mine for them. IGN can show COD trailers and different types of gameplay footage, but if IGN were to give COD a more accurate score, then Activision might just say, yeah, we're never going to give you a pre-release version of our games ever again. But something that can counter all this dog shit that they keep spewing out is a good personality. You look at other videos like Angry Joe videos, and they're so energetic and fun. He keeps you entertained while giving an honest review of a game, even if it's really harsh.
Not bad at all. Very bad. Extremely bad.
And you compare Angry Joe to IGN and they could not be more different. IGN has no personality, and so that means that the only reason people are going to keep coming back to their videos is because of the game itself, the game that they're reviewing. And because of this, you've got this channel with 17 million subscribers that sometimes gets 13,000 views on a video. But when they say something outrageous, it sticks with people and it gets them more traction, more views, which is a great segue into the Sonic Was Never Good video. That video hit everything. The entire video is just IGN contradicting themselves.
When I saw Sonic Mania, I thought to myself, we might finally have a second good Sonic game.
Was there a first? Yeah, was there a first?
The levels are great.
Not too long ago, there was Sonic the Hedgehog 4. I think it was pretty mediocre.
And well worth downloading.
Green Hill Zone from Sonic 2.
Okay, Sonic was so good. No, Sonic was horrible. But no, I thought it was so good. Didn't we say it was good? No, we said it was horrible. But that video was years ago, so have they changed? Yes and no. Yes, they don't give every single fucking game a 7, 8, 9, or a 10 anymore, but no, because they're still pretty biased. They'll give Gotham Knights a 5, but the cesspool disaster bug-infected trash Saints Row game gets away with a 6 out of 10, and one of the laziest games ever made, also known as Overwatch 2, gets an 8. You guys remember Diablo Immortal? Oh, that game was so fucking disgusting and immoral and disgusting, and its marketing was a mobile game so that Blizzard would make a shit ton of money. They had this 5 out of 5 gem thing that apparently was really fucking valuable, and you could also use real money to get it. And oh boy, I have found a Diablo Immortal 5 out of 5 gem simulator. Let us see how much it would cost to get one.
Holy shit.
Wowza! That's pretty reasonable. I mean, that game was banned in some countries, so the fact that they gave it a 6 out of 10 just seems a little bit high. I think if you can take away anything from this video, it's that to not be like IGN. I think it's much healthier and just straight more fun to have more of a personality and being less biased instead of having no personality and being extremely biased. And that is why IGN is the biggest joke in all of gaming. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. I'll see you guys later. And that's it. Bye.